I promise I'm still alive, guys. Anyways, I went to Target. They had Big Convoy. Didn't want Big Convoy. These were 20 each. They had Wreck-Gar. At that vintage toy store I went to, I told them about animated figures, and they said they would hold some for me if they get them. And I am going in a few weeks. So, yeah. There's a chance that there's some animated figure there. Possibly Wreck-Gar. I don't know. I don't really want that Wreck-Gar anyway. Anyways, you first. Here's Quintus Prime. He's looking pretty cool. The gemstone is out of his chest, as you can see. I took it out. It comes in there in the box. His symbol, you can kind of see it in his hand. It's harder to see in person than on camera. On camera, it at least kind of shows a difference, especially with the green mat. I figured out that's what's affecting the videos. I don't have time to transform him because it's a school night and it's really late. But I might come back to that later. Also, ignore that. That's a big project. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to Quick Strike after like some quick posing. This is already shaping up to be a really good figure. I'm only getting like 3 more primes, so it makes me happy that he's one of the ones I wanted. Okay, so this is kind of like a running pose, like he's running from Sentinel. And I really love, I know that toy guy and a lot of other people said this, I love how they did the legs. It's amazing. And then the hands, the extra little hand tentacle things, like, I know he's supposed to be, like, his people are supposed to be modeled after him, but he's so good. I love him. Let's move on to Quick Strike. Okay, so here he is. I just, like, threw him together. He does some crazy poses, as if you've watched that toy guy. One of the best Beast Wars figures I've handled. Like, not Beast Wars, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, one of the greatest ones I've handled of all those. Let's hit some poses. Here's something really wacky. I think that's crazy how, like, an older figure, like, don't get me wrong, I love older figures, but there's, like, 90% of older figures, maybe even more than that, could never do this. And by older, I mean even, like, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Like, it's crazy how figures have evolved. Anyways, I'm gonna hit 1 or 2 more poses. So this is just like a striking pose, and there's 1 more pose I'm gonna do for you, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. I might post a video in the future transforming most of my Transformers when I move out, so we'll see about that. There he is, saluting and kind of like firing like a tarantulas little thing. Him and Quintus are both very good. I'd say he's the better of the two, but I'd say they're both at least an 8 out of 10. Very, like I said, I got each for $20, which is very recommendable for both.